Hello, welcomes back everyone. And Wolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic. Here with Vyi'zur within Nemro's palace. Unfortunately, Nemro the Hutt has already handed over his sponsorship token to another hunter known as Rask, who is claiming a bounty over in Fafra's palace. To claim that token, we need to go deal with him, which means dealing with Fafra, or at least Fafra's security. Great. Before we head over that way, there is another individual who would like our attention, Urgrek here. And we're probably going to go grab or complete a few of the other heroic missions. So, let's go see what this Twi'lek would like. First of all, oh, we have Mako as our companion as well, that's right. First things first, companion. So we can choose what armor Mako is wearing. So you can see her damage, her survivability and support. We have a companion ranking system, like an influence system. And we can choose her role. Yeah, we can have Mako just be our healer. She is wielding a blaster pistol. Okay. So, can I open... Yeah. The companions and contacts window. Quickly go through this. We have a biography for Mako. And during conversations, we can say things which she may or may not like. She likes being professional, bounty hunters, making money, freedom, and kindness. She dislikes bullying, cruelty, and snobs. So, as we interact with other people, we will gain more influence with Mako. As her influence rank increases up to a maximum of 50, the more her presence will increase, and therefore the more health she'll have, the more damage she'll deal. So at the moment, Mako actually has more health than us. Which generally is the case with companions. Either way, yep, that's fine. Perfect. Right.
Hey, you. I understand you've been working for Nemro. I mean, I've seen you coming in and out of this place often enough. So, am I right or am I wrong? Are you working for the big guy?
I do Nemro's killing for him.
I like your style. Name's Urgrek. You might have heard about Nemro's little menagerie in the beast pens down beneath. I'm the guy who keeps the beast pens stocked. Thought you might be interested in a little business proposition. Help me, help Nemro, help yourself a little in the process. But it'll take strength and guts.
Where do I come in?
The big guy wants a Rancor. All the big-time Hutts have them. Nemro wants one. You're gonna get him one. Now I know you're thinking, a Rancor? How's somebody gonna snare a Rancor? 7 meters tall, capable of swallowing a person in a single gulp. Well, don't you worry. I got it all figured out.
Only thing I'm worried about is the pay.
Well, I think Nemro can't pay for what he wants. Of course he can. Top price for one Rancor. Or Rancor egg, actually. Fathra's no-good beast tamer's already procured a Rancor egg. Now we can't have that egg hatching and Fathra getting a full-grown Rancor before Nemro. I need someone to steal that egg and destroy the eggs of his other creatures. Teach that beast tamer a lesson. Can you handle it?
I never turned down a chance at pay.
Great. I thought you'd go for it. You have that telling glint in your eye. There's just one more little thing you should know. The egg is in the back of Fathra's beast chambers. Meaning, you'll have to do a bit of fighting to get it. But nothing you can't handle, right? Good luck.
Yay. Yeah, Ugrek. I guess we have to owe this guy an apology since we we've made his job a bit more difficult.
Really full of surprises. I mean, for an underhanded, gluttonous, backstabbing slob, who'd have thought his palace could be so clean?
Yeah, we kind of emptied out the menagerie downstairs. I believe there's another quest over in the marketplace we can go pick up.
You there. You look like my kind of person, if you know what I mean.
If this is leading you to paying me money, then yes.
Oh, dear me, Bernard, can you pick him out of a crowd or what? What I mean to say is, I had a feeling you had a mind for business. I have a little job that needs doing with a big reward for the doer. My buddy's been taken captive, see, and I'm looking to buy a rescue. My buddy Orin's a world-class Mandalorian Jedi killer. He went into Fathra's on account he heard the Hutt was hoarding some kind of treasure. But he ended up frozen in carbonite and hanging as a trophy on Fathra's wall. I was hoping you could help him down.
Frozen in carbonite? Care to explain that?
He's stuck solid in a brick of carbonite in a kind of suspended animation, just waiting to be thawed. I expect he's hanging in Fathra's gallery. Unfortunately, something about being frozen like my buddy's been makes you lose your sight for a spell. But you just thaw him out and I'll come in after you cleared the path. I'm not exactly a fighter, see, but my buddy's sickness isn't your problem. Deal?
I could use the credits.
Great, thanks. And try to be stealthy about it. No sense getting all of Fathra's guards breathing down our necks. Good luck.
Do I look like someone who's stealthy? Look at the cannon on my back. Right, so we need to get ourselves... Oh yeah, so we have Fathra's Palace, but we're going to be doing the heroic missions first. So, the first one we have is the man with the steel voice. Garrick, a sickly old man with an artificial lung, has asked you to release his cleansing solution into the polluted waters of the old muckworks. He is sure it will cleanse the water and prevent others from getting sick. There is a filter station where you can apply the solution. Again, we'll get some experience. And another lockbox. We never opened the first lockbox we had. We'll probably look into doing that once we're ready to leave Hutta. So the old muckworks is just to the north here. There is a path we can follow. In fact, going up to the old muckworks is leading us directly to where we need to be for the final heroic mission. Alright, we're going to go pop up this way first, just to see if there is a target. Oh, there's a... Well, first of all, there's another lore item up here. Ah, perfect. Yeah, Graher. A level 6 Wookiee hunter. Don't know what he's doing here, but he doesn't seem friendly.
I'm not just the pretty sidekick, Buster.
Oh, another companion gift. You know, actually, with companion in our party, with Mako in our party, I should say, we can now hand these companion gifts over. Some companion gifts are considered more desirable to certain party members, to certain companions. Honestly, companion gifts raise their influence, depending on how good of a gift it is. Therefore, you can increase your reputation, your influence rank, faster. So, we're heading into what's known as a heroic area, kind of giving you an indication that the enemies are of a stronger or higher difficulty. As you can see, we're starting to see some elite enemies just out in the field. I don't think there's a bonus mission here. Yeah. Ah, there you go. See, it normally would tell you if you're entering a heroic area to warn you of the dangers. So we have some more rogue evokai here. Oh, we have also some turrets. Ah, perfect. The NPC to give us the last heroic mission is actually still around. Perfect. Oh. Huh. Seems we were going to the filter station and this lady wanted our attention.
You. The old man sent you, didn't he? I can smell his foul chemicals from here. Do you know what those chemicals do? They purify the water, all right. But they also do disgusting things to the water beasts, mutating them and making them rampage. They come out of the water twice the size and 10 times as vicious. And they're wiping us out.
Maybe the old man didn't realize what his chemicals did.
What? You think because he's dying, he's kind and innocent? That old man's crazy. He clearly doesn't care if we all die in his purification process. If you want to help, you should go to that station and smash the valves in back that release the chemicals, so no one can use that station ever again.
Won't smashing the valve only cause the river to become polluted again?
I'm sure we'd all prefer if the river was cleaner. But we're talking about murder here. Please, will you help us?
I'm gonna purify the river.
Heartless murderers.
Actually, I'm looking in the long term. I'd rather have clean water to drink, but of course, again, it might be a temporary measure with all the bloody refineries and factories here. The water could become polluted again, but not my problem.
You purify the river?
That was Garrick thanking us for a job well done. Thank you very much. And here is a foreman. Hello.
Can't help noticing you're out here and not in your factory.
This is Nemro's core plant. His most important asset. Now some crazy evil guy appeared out of nowhere and took the place over. One minute they weren't there, the next they were. I managed to get out, but the bog rats took most of my workers hostage. You want to save me from charging into a crowd of angry evokai with nothing but a stick of detonite and a bolt gun?
What do you need me to do?
Hostages are in the basement, but you can't go straight there. Need to use the main console to unlock the elevators. The main console's on the top floor. Get the elevators working, then down to the basement and free my workers, yeah?
That shouldn't be a problem.
Remember, upstairs first. Elevators won't work until they're unlocked.
Well, hopefully we can discuss a payday here.
You're gonna get it now.
Bonus to defeat 16 of the Renegade Evokai. So apparently the workers are trapped on the lower level, but we can't get down there right now. That looks like someone's been here already. We have various bodies lying around. Here's the console to unlock the elevator. Happy days. Oh, hi. Excellent. Level 14 and all is well. Ooh, our first... Is this our first champion enemy? Maybe.
I'm not scared of you.
There's a companion gift there. Oh, and another. And that's the hostages freed from their security field. We can go out and let the foreman know of our success.
You did it! Got the whole group of them out. And now I know how the evil guy got into the factory in the first place. Workers overheard the bog rats talking about their ship. Can you believe it? Bog rats flying? Apparently they landed on the factory roof, but they're having mechanical trouble. How'd you like to blow up the first and last Evokai starship?
How do you plan to pull that off?
I got a stick of detonite here that'll take a little ship out, no problem. Just make sure you stand way back. After the factory roof is no joke, though. Go past that retaining wall, up the hill, then walk real careful-like across the pipes leading into the factory. Then storm the place, blow up the bog rat ship, and come back. No problem.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Thank you. So we have another like add-on heroic mission here. So there's the pipes we need to cross. We need to get over that way first. I believe there is a bonus mission to deal with some security turrets along the way. Yeah, destroy 5 reprogrammed turrets. Oh, so someone's been here before us. Because these, normally when you deal with a scout, these turrets would appear. Their respawn time, not ideal. Do we want to wait around, or do we just want to go straight for the ship? There are a few turrets on the roof of the factory. Tell you what, we'll give it maybe 60 seconds, maybe a minute. If they don't respawn by then, we'll not bother. Should have maybe saved my mortar fire. The Star Seeker. And just plant this detonite here. And then run.
I heard the explosion from here. I'm guessing every bag rat and Hutta heard it. That was amazing work.
You are welcome. In fact, let's get ourselves over here, shall we? Plenty of goodies for us. Right, so now we just need to head over to Fafra's Palace. We need to free this Mandalorian Jedi killer, get the Rancor egg, and of course locate Rask. We'll head over to the forward work camp. There's another quest we can pick up. And at the same time, there are some bounties on the way to the palace we need to gather so that we can get ourselves off this shit heap of a planet.
Hey you! I want to talk to you. You headed into Fathra's palace? If you're crazy enough to go in there, we might be able to help each other out. Interested in making a few credits?
You've got my attention.
I work for Nimro. My partner did too, till he bought it, there in the palace. He snuck in as a maintenance worker to plant transmitters on the cleaning droids. The idea was we'd use these transmitters to track the movements of the droids. As the droids clean the floors and walls, they map out every nook and cranny. We were hoping to find secret entrances or hidden chambers in the palace.
So your partner wasn't able to plant the transmitters?
Actually, he was. My partner was able to plant the transmitters on the droids, but his cover was blown before he could activate them. Me, I'd be dead if I tried to go in there and finish a job. But if those transmitters don't get activated, I'm dead anyway. Nimro doesn't tolerate failure. So I'll pay you everything I've got to activate those transmitters for me.
No problem. I'll have those transmitters activated in no time.
All you have to do is find the cleaning droids and flip a little switch on the attached transmitter. Simple as that. I'll wait for you here. Good luck.
It's fairly straightforward. Looks like we have other bounty hunters also heading to Fafra's Palace, which could complicate things, considering we have similar targets. Did you really just get me hit by that guy? Thanks. This is the first target here. So yeah. We have a bonus to defeat 18 of Fathra's forces. In addition, we have 3 targets that earn ourselves a little bit more scratch to get off this planet once we get that sponsorship token. Looks like someone had the same idea and dealt with our target already. That's unfortunate. To wait a moment. Let's deal with another group of enemies while we wait. Yeah. What we'll try and do is later on when we get to certain planets we can swap out what instance we happen to be in where there may be more or less players, so we're not having to fight over the same enemies for the same objectives all the time. Once we get to certain planets where we can switch over to the PvP instance, such as Nar Shaddaa, Tatooine, Alderaan, we'll definitely be over on the PvP instance. Not only then is there usually less players, but there's also the small chance that we may encounter a player from the other faction and, well, have a fun time, basically. Oh, there we are. There we are, there's Bashra the Smuggler. Our final target is Underboss Korkresh.
You're gonna get it now.
Bloody hell, everyone's doing the same thing, waiting for Korkresh to respawn. Well, there's the 18 of Fathra's forces dealt with, but now we need to sit on our butt and wait for the other target.
No.
What do you mean, no? I know it's unfortunate that we have to wait, but what do you mean, no? We're rather close to level 15. Conquest is going rather well. Yeah, we're always going to be over-leveled for the worlds we visit as well. Thanks, and we're going to have the world syncing. It's just how things happen. But that's fine. It means when we do flashpoints, when we do the various dungeons, And we'll also be able to unlock, well, when we do the flashpoints, we'll be level synced up. But as I say, we'll be able to unlock and have more skills available to us sooner. So it looks like we're going to get 2, maybe 3 abilities. Some are active, some are passive. Which means we don't need to activate them. Ah, come on, underboss. Be blade typical for a bounty hunter to have a stealth field generator and just be waiting for him just to appear. Some enemies are respawning. There we are. So, level 15, and okay, a lot of things changed. Our high impact shot turned into grav round. We have a shield. We have high impact bolt. We have heroic moment. We'll look at all these. And we have supercharged cell. Alright. So let's have a look at all this. So again, we have the 1.5 activation time. Fires a round that creates a gravity vortex on your target, dealing a reasonable amount of kinetic damage, and crushing the target's armor, reducing their armor rating by 20%. It leaves their target vulnerable to high impact shot. Can you maybe not hit me with that ability? Thank you. Increases the damage they take from a demolition round, which we haven't unlocked yet. High impact bolt fires a very powerful round at a target, dealing so much weapon damage, only usable against incapacitated targets or targets taking damage over time. We have a shield that reduces damage by 1/4 for 12 seconds. And we have this supercharged cell. Requires and converts 10 stacks of supercharge to recharge 10 energy cells and increase armor penetration by 15% for 8 seconds. While active, damage dealt by grav round, demolition round, vortex bolt and bolt storm grant 2 stacks of supercharged velocity, increasing your alacrity. Huh. And then of course we have heroic moment. While you have a companion equipped and active, you can activate this for 2 minutes, and it restores 2% of your maximum health every 3 seconds. Basically a very good oh shit button. So, yeah, we have Supercharged Shell, Grav Round. They are 2 active skills. And we have this passive Armor Piercing Cell. I think we had a different cell active before, which set people on fire. But yeah, now we have an armor piercing power cell. So while active, and it's active now, armor penetration is increased by 35%, and so is our alacrity. Yeah, sorry, it's replaced our plasma cell, which is what our rounds were loaded with previously. So it is now level 23 for our next tier in the ability tree. But we may get some more skills on the way, you never know.
There it is. The belly of the beast. Doesn't look like we're gonna have to break in, but the place is crawling with Vathra's cronies.
Indeed it is. And we have a hut frozen in carbonite. It's one hell of a trophy piece. Now we have these cameras if we were an Imperial agent. We may have wanted to deal with them.
Just had to put my mind to it.
So, we have these cleaning droids. So we're gonna activate their transmitters. Heading this way, cause there's another cleaning probe. Activate its transmitter. There we are. Nice and straightforward. Let's get ourselves down into the beast pens, first of all. Go find that Rancor egg. So while we have this supercharge, our damage and healing is increased.
You're gonna get it now.
I'll be taking this. Thank you very much. There's fighting going on somewhere in the palace. So we want to go along this way to find the Mandalorian Jedi killer. We have another lore object here if we want to learn about carbonite freezing.
What's going on? Who are you? Why can't I see anything? If you're one of Father's goons, I swear I'll...
I'm the muscle that's saving your life.
Get away from me. I can handle myself. If only I could see. Can't someone turn on a light?
If you want to live, do exactly what I say.
What? Look, I don't need to... Forget it. Sorry. Thank you for getting me out of there. Just wasn't sure I could trust you. Look, I came in here to find a stash Father is said to be hiding. I found the key to the stash, but as soon as I grabbed it, I got froze. Take the key and the stash as your reward for saving my life. As for me, I'll call my pal Burnock. Think I'll be safe waiting here for him to help me out. Burnock may not look like much, but he's dependable to a fault. Besides, you seem to have cleared the place well enough. Anyway, thanks again. Maybe I'll see you back in Jaguna at Old Nemrose.
Yeah, clear the place out. Speaking of... I'm in combat right now and I can't see a thing. Ooh, what's that? Was that another syndicate? It was some more syndicate plans. We don't have a lot of AoE potential right now. I am considering switching over to the Assault Specialist. But the thing is, Gunnery is extremely good for both AoE and single target abilities. Before we go look for Roshk, let's go look at that stash. So we'll give it time, we'll see what abilities we can unlock as time goes on. It's still very early.
Trouble on the way.
Now, while that Guardian was on the ground, while he was prone, we were able to use a high impact bolt on him. And we have the Vault Guardian. I'll be taking this, thank you. So we got its stash, but it seems we need to go back to Burnock to find out what it is. Oh bloody hell, harm has been reduced as well. This little Mako's keeping us alive.
Not just a pretty sidekick sidekick, Buster.
Oh. Is this the woman that Mako had on her holo projector earlier?
Stay back. I've got a... Well, I guess I don't have much of anything. Please just tell me why I'm being held here.
What do you think? This a Republic scientist?
She fits the target description. Now we just wait for Rars to show. Short version, lady. There's a bounty hunter coming to take you to the Empire, where you'll probably die or at least be tortured.
Oh, my...
We want to kill this bounty hunter, so it's your lucky day. Just sit quietly and be bait-like.
Let's set up our ambush, Mako.
I'm not cut out for this. Please let me go. I'll do anything to...
What part of sit quietly don't you understand? You're gonna blow our... Oh, great.
Shambalumi loes, Borjo Udvas, Dur Takis, Bahak fo Lankas.
Just give me Nemro's sponsorship token and walk away.
Bakyaruno Rakma, Udbak Bolua, Drakva Grenok, Shivir Skars, Udgas.
Why does it always come to violence?
Yakpotiv, Gras Moklasarek.
Thank you, Mako. I'll be taking that token, thank you very much.
That was brutal. But I owe you my thanks.
Got that right, girl. We're the heroes of the day.
So, what happens now?
Isn't there a bounty on this woman, Mako?
Sure, but that's not something we're interested in, right?
Credits are credits, Mako. We're gonna need cash.
For killing helpless targets? Brayden wouldn't have liked it.
Brayden's gone, isn't he?
No, please.
That was disgusting. You're not the person I thought you were.
Can't afford to be sentimental.
Maybe you're right. I don't know. It still feels wrong. Take her body. We'll need it to turn in the bounty. Come on. Let's grab the sponsorship token and get out of here.
Mako, you're in the wrong business if you are a bit soft. She had a bounty on her for a reason. We're not the ones to judge why she has a bounty. We're not mindless killers. We're going after people who have been targeted for a reason. Time to turn in the quests and turn in the bounties.
You made it! Good work. The transmitters are all broadcasting beautifully. Once I've got all the data, I can finally get out of here. Here, your payment. Everything I've got, just like I promised. Small price to pay to keep breathing, right? Thanks for your help.
Not a problem. Let's see. Burnock or Greg. Burnock is... Oh yeah, in the marketplace.
State your destination. All vehicles leave on time.
How is our conquest doing? 2/3 of the way there.
Well, 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 look who's here. You're the one that saved my buddy Orin. Without you, that man'd still be hanging in Fathra's trophy room. He's got a few scrapes, but he's doing pretty well.
I'm just doing the job you hired me for.
Well, I appreciate it. Here's your credits. And I'll tell you what, once Orin's sight is all back, we'll buy you a drink. A couple of drinks.
Okay, level 16, nothing new, but we do have a new generator. Oh, a generator that's, oh. Our stats are increasing slightly. I'm guessing that's due to, the world sinking. We have a companion gift. I'm gonna have to get used to these new symbols that indicate what a class a player is, so I know what to expect when I may encounter another player.
Ah, is this my favorite mercenary returning with a rancor egg for Nemro?
Yeah, it's right here.
This'll make the big guy plenty happy, which makes me happy, so I can make you happy. Here's your pay, and good work.
You need anything else?
No, thank you. This is gonna make for one very happy hut.
Oh, and more influence from Mako here. She's already rank 4. I wonder if they've adjusted how much influence you need with your companions to increase their rank.
Very well, Nimro. When the Trandoshan returns, I shall... Ah, I see we have a new player in the game after all.
That's the bone mass creep that followed me. Get him!
Hunter, allow me to apologize if I spooked your young friend.
You better make this quick.
I am Grata. It is my honor to represent the Great Hunt. I have been investigating possible malfeasance by one Taro Blood.
He slaughtered my crew to keep me out of the Great Hunt.
Yes, I am aware. I regret that I arrived too late to intervene. I reviewed your security holo-recording and witnessed the murder of your teammates by Taro's men. While dishonorable, the attack wasn't technically against the rules. Unless Taro attacks another competitor, he cannot be punished.
Nothing will stop me from getting revenge.
As you wish, but know that Taro is protected by this competition's rules, the same as you. I shall continue to closely monitor Taro Blood's activities. If he breaks the Great Hunt's rules, he will pay for it. I have remained here to give the Trandoshan Rarsk instructions for the Great Hunt. It seems this is no longer necessary.
Whatever you were going to tell Rarsk, you can tell me instead.
As you say. When you arrive on Drummond Kaas, seek the Huntmaster in the Mandalorian Enclave. He will answer all your questions about the Great Hunt.
You with me, Mako?
All the way.
Kutsinanchie Jatomi Ma Chechu.
You and I aren't finished, Hut. I'll be back.
Good hunting.
And our time on Hutta has really come to a close. We have a shuttle pass, which you don't really need. Some more footwear, and some customization options for Mako if we don't like her default look. We used to be able to scroll up. Bloody hell. We'll keep her. We have to take one of these rewards anyway, but we'll keep her default look, I believe. We may switch her armor up. Oh, we have the we have the body. We have to take it to Drum and Cass. I see. We weren't just turning it in here somewhere on Hutta. Interesting. Fair enough. Oh, hello. Oh, Mako wants to have a word. Sure, why not? Oh, 2 seconds. Sorry about that, felt a sneeze coming on. Had to mute myself.
About the whole great hunt thing. Thanks. It'd mean a lot to Brayden that you stuck with it.
This is my hunt. It's what I was born to do.
Just like the old man. Great hunt was Brayden's dream. Talked about it for years. Day he told me he'd found you. Should have seen him. Grinning and laughing so much, I thought his face would split in half.
It's not every day you get a shot at the Great Hunt.
Winning this thing, it would have meant more to him than revenge. So I'm gonna skip saying thank you again because you get the idea already. Let's just get moving.
So, I believe during some of the major cutscenes and with your romanceable partners, or potential romanceable partners, you tend to lose your headgear in case you wish to swap spit, shall we say. So there's at least one more thing we need to do before we leave Hutta, and that is to learn about item modification. Not that I want to bore you with that, but we need to make use of a lore object over here, and then we can get ourselves back to the spaceport. We will very, very sort of briefly go through our time on Vyi'zur space dock, the Imperial Fleet, which is our, I suppose, stopgap on our way to Drum and Cass. We actually... Oh! We received some mail from Overseer Harkin. I understand you are responsible for the acquisition of a new student for the Sith Academy, a boy named Ziam. He recently came under my tutelage and I wish to thank you. He is uncooperative, foolish, and unappreciative of his gifts. He spends most of his time whining about his father, the one you murdered. But while he may be unpleasant company, he is passionate, which gives him great potential in the dark side. The Academy is grateful for your assistance. Consider yourself duly rewarded. Overseer Harkin. Ah, I miss my Sith Inquisitors. They have some relation to Harkin, most definitely. So, yeah. We'll very briefly talk about item modification, but most of the time I will be doing modifications to armor and weapons in my free time between the videos, though I may let you know if I modify it in any major way at the beginning of, like, the following video, just to keep you informed. But we have 13 minutes left on this first experience booster. So yes, we can't take a shuttle directly to Droman Cass. It's a bit of a journey. We'll have to find a ship from Vyi'zur space dock. But let us be on our way. And here we are. We can actually, we're actually given some different armor types for Mako as well. Hey, level 17. We have an augmented assault cannon. Never mind. Right. Everything else is pretty much sellable for now. Yeah. Right, okay, welcome to the Imperial Fleet, also known as Vyi'zur space dock. There's other parts to the fleet, such as the Zaya Shadow or the White Nova. The space dock is where we're mostly going to be staying around. We'll just dismiss Mako for now once we get through this elevator. As I say, we'll very, very briefly go over the major elements of the space dock.
Just don't forget we're a team, alright?
Because we're going to be here a few times. So, map. We have the inner ring, which leads to the cantina and various elevators to personal starships, if and when you may claim one. And you have the 4 outer wings, as well as other elevators. So we just came from the Korriban and Hutta departures prologue elevator. And then we'll just talk briefly about the various major wings. So you have the class trainers here, which I guess you don't use anymore, because you don't have skills to learn.
I never miss my mark. You won't either if you listen.
Indeed. But this also is also the inner, like the outer wing for ranked PvP and the PvP terminals. So if you want to indulge in PvP, you can do the war zones, do the Galactic Starfighter, and there are various PvP reward vendors. But we'll now head into the crew skills wing. We're just going to go clockwise. We'll grab crafting trainers as a tutorial just to get us some free experience. And we'll take the introduction to Group Finder, even though we're not going to be doing the Group Finder for now. So yeah, the reason we took the tutorial for crafting trainers is it's free experience. So here you have access to strongholds where you can purchase homes on some of the various worlds you visit, and you can buy decorations. But you also have various crafting and gathering trainers. Now these are useful because when you do various dungeons, various flashpoints, you can make shortcuts using some of the gathering crew skills. So I'm going to take my usual... You can only take 3 at a time. So we're going to take archaeology, scavenging, and slicing. You can send your companions to do various missions to improve these skills. That used to matter a great deal, not anymore. I think you also have, is this the, yeah, the guild flagship. And if you want to create a guild, you may do so here. So, the southernmost elevator is the Cartel Bazaar. As you gain various reputation with different corporations, different companies, there may be purchases you can make depending on your standing with that corporation. There's also an appearance customizer in there. We now have the Galactic Trade Network, the auction houses, where you can sell items to other players. You can also purchase items. Oh, there's actually an appearance customizer here on the outer wing as well. We have the Mission Departures elevator, which is where you would go to gain access to various dungeons and learn what those dungeons are all about. And finally, the... what is this one called again? The supplies sector. So, this is all to do with item modifications. So let's have a look at what gear I have equipped right now. So, we'll use my assault cannon here, for example. The assault cannon has basic energy damage, but it has slots for a barrel, a modification, an enhancement, a tuning which alters the appearance slightly, and a color crystal. The color crystal, barrel, modification, and enhancement all can increase the attributes of the weapon or the armor. So, you can purchase or create item modifications if you have the skill, but similar to the armor I'm wearing, oop, bloody hell, I'm wearing now, the various armor here. I could also put like an armoring slot, a modification slot, and an enhancement. You can buy various armor from the adaptive gear vendor here.
You won't find a better bargain.
There's various armor sets which can look quite nice. For example, let's see if I can find... like this armor set here. Oh, bloody hell. The Vendetta armor set. I mean, it's not terrible. And you can dye it certain colours, so you might like that. Or the Hellfire armor set, actually, I think is quite a basic Mandalorian armor. Yep. Dye that and you could be happy. Relatively cheap to purchase. In fact, we have the credits probably to buy the full armor set now if we so chose.
Come back anytime.
As we level up our character, we can buy various item modifications.
Sir, everything here is inspected and battle ready, sir.
To then increase the skill, the attributes that the adaptive armor would give you. So at the moment I could buy level 14 item modifications, and I probably will. So, with the changes to Legacy of the Sith, we can buy level 70 item modifications. Okay, and that's it. Right. I was wondering if we could buy level 75 item mods. So, and then the final little sections here are the Spoils of War vendors.
Ah, welcome.
This is where we spend our tech fragments for, looks like level 75 gear? Yeah, level 75 unidentified.
Do come back.
So you got cosmetic armor, you have tacticals, which augment your abilities slightly. Let's have a look here. You have conquest gear. Right.
Your money's always good here.
So you need medals of commendation. Need to be level 80. Right. I wonder how you get medals of commendation.
Come again.
We have Operation...
Una pa kikisa, que calles.
Right. You have an in...
Alright.
When we get to the higher levels, we're going to have to look into these vendors as they have changed with the update. Huh. Someone look like Mako. And I don't think there's anything else we need to do. In fact, yes, there's one more thing we can do. Obviously, we have the drum and cast departures, which is where we'll end. But we have that other quest, don't we? We have the training and skills. We may as well look into this now, I suppose. We'll be transported to this mission's location. So where's it going to take us? Right, so this is where we get to choose a second combat style. I want to leave Scoundrel and Operative alone. I mean, I could take one. I was going to leave, because Scoundrels and Operatives use stealth field generators to sneak by certain enemies. I was going to kind of leave one of these for the... let me find my words. The Trooper in the future. The Operative wields a blaster rifle and a combat knife. The Scoundrel wields... What does the Scoundrel wield? Is it a blaster pistol and a scattergun? I mean, we already have a blaster pistol on our hip as a commando... Sorry. In our origin story as a bounty hunter, we tend to always have a blaster pistol. So you'll see us use it quite regularly. I could go Scoundrel. Gunslingers use 2 blaster pistols. Mercenaries use 2 blaster pistols. Power techs use a single blaster pistol. And a Vanguard uses the blaster rifle. I may go Scoundrel. It gives us a stealth option to bypass random mobs when we don't want to deal with them. We get to use a shotgun, or scattergun. Maybe. Which leaves the Operative maybe for the Trooper in the future. Yeah, sure, why not? Gives us more weapons to play with. Also means we get to punch people with our fists. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, this is a permanent edition. Yeah, sure. Why, thank you. Oh, whoops. I don't want to be here right now. Da 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 da. Bollocks! I don't want to be here. Right. Do I still have that mission item? No, bugger. Right. Bollocks. Right. Ignore where we are. It's not important. I was somewhat worried that we'd end up here on Droman Cass a little bit earlier than expected. Get ourselves back over to Droman Cass departures, which means making use of... Yeah, we haven't even boarded the shuttle to Droman Cass. We've gone ahead of our own quest storyline. Because when you arrive here, you're meant to go get checked in. Perfect. Right. Here's Droman Cass departures. And we need to speak to the valet here.
Mem amak kupkap kramanik kiga mayamak nulilak apajam kamgam amka nemnang ampa nemnang memua inok raka kalam kara nimyak oramagyang megik.
That's good news.
Nanekari maraka amkam ja uklibik memarak nebab jaki pamguana.
Okay. We'll activate story mode. So, briefly, as we've been here for a while now, we could take the shuttle to Droman Cass, good for just ourselves and our companion. It takes several days though, but there is another route to Droman Cass, a frigate known as the Black Talon, considerably faster, known to go through a bit of dangerous territory, but a berth has been secured for us by a woman known as Krista Marcos. And so when we come back, we'll be doing the first flashpoint, the first dungeon for a player of the Imperial faction known as the Black Talon. Between this part and the next, I will go back to the item modification vendors and upgrade the armor I'm currently wearing so that our stats are increased. And, as I say, then we'll go through the Black Talon flashpoint and find ourselves arriving on Droman Cass and on our way to locate this individual known as the Huntsmaster to gain ourselves an entrance to the Great Hunt. Thank you all for joining me once again. As always, feel free to leave a comment if you so wish. At the beginning of the next video as well, we'll actually have a brief look at the Scoundrel combat style as well, just so we can briefly familiarise ourselves in case we want to play with the Scoundrel at all. But, as I say, thank you for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you for more next time. Until then, though, take care. Bye-bye now.